Hey everyone, this is Ryan from the Couch Cat Podcast, and I'm here to do a quick video on the SimpleMMO Easter Event items. Yeah, the items specifically, because if you haven't seen already, we've released 2 articles prior to the event going live yesterday. Not released yesterday, but Wednesday and Thursday. And the first one was the item teaser, where we gave no information about what the attributes of those items would be. And after that release, we had an interview with Ubi, who was the main artist, well, the only artist for the items in the event, to include NPCs, etc. Though there are some reused NPCs from the past, which we've seen from Pixel, etc. Right? He was the only one back then. Where's that guy? Anyway, so we're here on the home page of SimpleMMO through the browser. And you'll be on the home tab. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure there's new players joining every day who have no idea how to even access the event. So you'll go through the home tab, same on mobile, and you can either go here to travel to the land of broken eggs if you're not there already, and you'll see the cost or the steps associated. I'm already there, so it's 0. And let's just take a step. I gotta get those steps in. You see this? You see these bonuses up here? It's because my guild's dead, but that's for another time. So we're on the home tab. We're going to navigate to the hut. We're going to navigate to the event rewards. From here, you'll see normally what you would buy with diamonds if you were to buy diamonds or earn them through your daily or monthly rewards, and even your birthday reward. You could upgrade your EP or energy points, your QPs, your quest points, the max jobs available to undertake, and your HP. But if you go below that, that's where we see the event specifics. I would call them unlocks, if you will. And there's some standard fare. When I mean by standard fare, there's items here that are generally always here during an event, whether it's food or keys. But beyond that, you'll start seeing some specifics to the event itself, like golden dragon eggs with 25,000 HP replenishment. That's pretty sweet. I normally never use food, but I'm sure people who are maxed out in Battle Arena, they do. I don't know. I don't know the meta is right now. That's what it was when I used to be fairly active. And again, I guess I should have started this in the beginning. For those of you who are new, or barely remember Couch Cat, we used to be known as Couch Cat Gaming. It is a guild within SimpleMMO, but mainly it was content creation around indie games, video games in general. And we stumbled around, on SimpleMMO. Crazy If I Did, or Alan, as you might know from the podcast, because we explicitly use our real names and dox ourselves. But we went on a hiatus, and now we're back. Hiatus sounded like hyenas, and now we're back. So now we're in present day, and I'm semi-active. Crazy is pretty active, but weak as fuck. He's like level 4,000, so he's nobody. And yeah, so here we are. Anyway, moving on. That was a huge segue. We have the Sword of Dawn skin here as well, and it's a sprite, so you can apply this to an item, weapon, what have you, that you have using diamonds, and I believe a mod advisor. No, it's a mod. A mod has to approve of it. I might be wrong. I don't know. And here you have the Scythe of Springtime skin. That's pretty cool, huh? From this, I mean, I could zoom in, right? It looks awful. I'm just kidding. But it almost looks like a Christmas tree from far away. Is that good? That's probably good. So, okay, that's too much. Okay, so, and then I've seen these in many events, and so have others. You see these potions that boost your stats, specifically EXP and travel speed, which is huge. Not the EXP per se, unless you're like strictly PvE and you're like, fuck yeah, finally, but the travel speed is huge in an event like this, because you're traveling. Your primary mode of earning these in-game event currency is traveling, unless you're a whale and you have millions upon millions of dollars, in game, and you're waiting for the market to settle, because there's like a down period towards, I would say, the back end of the event where you can just buy these items when they're not the hot commodity. So I know a lot of people do that. I know a lot of people used to, and probably still do, during the event. They just wait for people to farm it for them. They don't really care about paying the premium, and then they get the items regardless, right? They get the mats to get the items. So, because normally with the market, one's going to cost more than the other. So some take it as buy the mats while they're they're going to be pretty high price, but while they're at a certain price, that would be far less than the item itself, or vice versa. So beyond these potions, you have special items. And special items, they take the special equip slot of your character. And here you see the egg wreath, which is pretty cool. It's got 1150 defense and 700 strength, 0.5% crit special. Nothing too crazy, but generally with these events, I wasn't here for the past one, but the increments are minute, but they're generally better than the last one. And then some item types stayed remotely the same with stats. And the next one is Possessed Bunny. I like this little icon. I like this little guy. And he's got the same stats as the Wreath, except vice versa. You see now strength is boosted and defense has the 700. So there's generally, it's like a coin. There's two sides to each item type. But then you'll have here the blurb, which is an even spread. So 925 strength and defense with the standard crit 0.5. So that's a nice middle ground. I would say coming back, this game it's still not friendly to build your own. You're either maxing strength for PvP, or some people who just want to make it extremely difficult. They want to do some type of strength defense blend, but high defense so they can't get one-shotted. But at the end of the day, if you're off safe mode and you're PvPing, there's going to be like a level 90k person who's going to come around and one-shot you regardless. Moving on to pets, we have the golden eggfish. 1950 strength and 650 defense with 0.5 crit. Not bad at all. The eyes are just really creepy, man. I don't oh. An East Turkey. Hold on, okay, yeah, so it flip-flopped. And defense is the primary stat here, sharing the same numbers as the previous item stated. And it's called East Turkey. Very interesting. And it looks like it's got heels on. Hold on, my CSI zoom in. Those look like heels. It's very suspicious. Pretty sure they're heels. And on the right side, you'll see, especially if you don't care about potions or anything up top, you're going to start wanting to take notice of how much these things are going to cost you from the event currency. And here, once we start getting to the specials, which are primarily the exclusive items of the event besides the sprites, 650, pretty steep, and then 50 carats. As you can see up here, my progress from just, I did during a conference yesterday, so I would say 2 hours of stepping. This is my progress, and I haven't stepped since, besides what I just showed you in the beginning, because I was selfish. So oops. Moving on to the hatch basket, coming at 435 carats. Wows. Hatch basket. It's a little moving egg. It's got 1300 strength and 1300 defense, so an even spread in stats with 0.5 crit. Ego. Okay, it's not ego, but it's exotic rat. Okay. Pretty cool. Is this an egg with like a rat face, eyes? Okay. I see what you did there. And it's got 2150 defense and 450 strength. So very defense favored item. Now we're moving on to the avatars. And if you're purely cosmetic at this point, especially as like a new player who wants more than just a standard avatar. This honestly isn't that steep of a price. 100 and then 5. So not bad at all. So we have Beatrice, and it's a little little bunny, little bunny woman pushing an egg. And we have Chocolate Bunny avatar. For those of you who want to roleplay as a chocolate bunny, more power to you, you weirdos. And then Extremely Dangerous. Now, this animation is super clean. I think it looks cool. Obviously, it's an ode to, well, I hope it's an ode to Alien in the Alien series. Pretty cool. And then we have Scare Bear, which, yeah, it's pretty scary. I guess that's Easter-y, if that's a word. I guess that's meant to be an Easter, if you think of teddy bears. And then probably the coolest avatar I've seen since coming back to the game, Golden Egg Guardian. This is what I'm aiming for off the bat. Not really too concerned with the equipables, as in items, like armor and weapons. I'm pretty set on weapons, but I mean, the armor in general, or even the pet slot. I'm pretty sure my pet's way outdated. Thank you. But this looks so cool, and I'm afraid everyone's going to get it. So then there's just going to be like hundreds of players with this avatar. But this is definitely one of my favorites. As an unlock, my favorite unlock in the event so far. Flippin' chick. Just a chick doing a backflip, that's all. Should have added a skateboard. Can you imagine like a little chick flipping with a skateboard? But when they flip, the skateboard just falls. Doesn't flip with them. Pretty funny. I thought it was funny. And then here is an event-specific food, an Easter cookie. 2000 HP. So not as powerful as the egg up top, as we see here. But costs only 4 less. So, I mean, is that worth it? Versus a Celestial Golden Dragon's egg? If you're a really lazy stepper, maybe. Which, I mean, I fall into that camp. And more food, we had the Marshmallow Sheep Cupcake, which is a... Okay. It's like an egg, it's an egg, but layered with a sheep, and it makes it look like a cupcake. Okay. Pretty cool. That's too much. Alright. Sorry, sometimes the CSI zoom in and out and enhance software is just too much beyond my comprehension. Now we're moving on to more item sprites, and from the text-based interview with Ubi, this is his favorite he's done so far, and it's the Soul Flame armor, and it looks cool. I mean, you even got the sway of the spinal cord, so that's pretty sick. I wish, instead of just a sprite, I wish it was an actual equipable armor piece. I always wish that from these events. I'm sliding in my chair, and it's a shame that it's not. But you can technically have it for, it can technically not be outclassed if you just apply it to the strongest armor you can get currently in the meta. And then here we have the Soul Flame Sword, which just looks sweet. Look at these fire effects right here. It's pretty nice. And from the item sprites, we have background. And again, before moving on, I mean, this isn't too steep at all for item sprites. If you're into the sprite game, I'm really not. But for those of you who are, it's not steep at all. It's probably not even, it's like half a day of stepping probably. And then we have 2 backgrounds. They have like the shadows going on here. I don't know. To me, it doesn't look like the game's very like pixel hand drawn-ish. If you that's how I describe it. If you look at the backgrounds or while you're stepping or something, so this doesn't really mesh with that. But I mean, could be worse. It's not bad, right? I don't want this as my background. Maybe Wicked does. Wicked likes bunnies, apparently. If you don't know who Wicked is, she's the admin. Don't source me when you ask her if she likes bunnies, but you should definitely ask her, especially in the SimpleMMO official Discord. But again, don't source me. But yeah, those are the event items. Those are the unlocks you can get from stepping or from hoarding your money and buying the materials or the items when they're out of being popular, out that window. I hope that was beneficial for anyone who wanted to see a quick rundown, who hasn't even looked for themselves yet. But yeah, overall, pretty cool items, some sprites, some avatars, some pets, some specials, some backgrounds. And that's all I got for you. This is a quick video that I've thrown together for all of you out there. And if you enjoyed it, please just leave a like button. If you want more, or if you want to see more SimpleMMO content in the future, because we are SimpleMMO driven and very specific with that content, make sure you subscribe. We have a Discord server if you haven't seen it already. Mike has done an awesome job. Mike, being the creator of SimpleMMO, has done an awesome job of pushing our content out there for the players to see. But again, if you haven't seen it for yourself or haven't joined yet, highly recommend it. Highly advise you to do so, and the link will be down in the description below. But again, that's all I got for you. This is Ryan from Couch Cat Podcast with our first ever quick breakdown video of SimpleMMO. Since coming back, since probably ever, since Alan used to do the tutorial videos that are way out of date, but just watch them anyway, right? And he even says like, hey, Couch Cats. How lame is that? But I digress. That's all I got for you. Peace.